Are supermodels talented?
They walk.
What qualifies you? Because a bitch could have the greatest walk of all time.
I don't know. I think it's when I was probably 11. I remember when America's Next Top Model was at its peak. I didn't have cable, so I watched whatever the hell was on television.
Yeah.
And I remember there was 2 seasons of America's Next Top Model I watched. Still don't understand modeling. Me personally, it's like, oh, they're walking and we're walking and we're walking. That's all that I see, right? But I guess there's something with the eyes or the attitude or something. But I always looked at it like, that's not very impressive. I don't get it. You're just walking.
I honestly think that in order to be a model, it's like being an NBA player. You just got to be genetically gifted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like LeBron was destined.
Yeah, I don't think it's something that you can teach. I don't,
some people are destined to be models. So I think that's just the way it works.
I think they've lowered the bar as to because now they have a lot of it, like everybody can be a model. I think there are certain things. I think there are certain things that should be reserved for people of a particular kind of, percentage. I think if you're somebody who is athletically gifted, you should be able to play at the high level. If you're somebody who is incredibly attractive, you should be able to go into modeling. If you're somebody who, Patrice O'Neal said it best, where there was, let's say if there was a club called Fine Ass Fine Bitch, right? And if you rated everything between 0 to 10, ugly. From 11 to 20, aight looking. And then from 21 to 30 is Fine Ass Fine Bitch, right? So let's just say if there was a woman where you go to one of these clubs and you gotta be a 21 to 30 to get in. And it's a collective consensus of the people who get in, you get admittance to get in. You got to be amongst the most attractive individuals. Would you feel comfortable going to that club if the penalty of getting in when you're not attractive was you get beat in the face with a baseball bat? Most people would say, I don't think I want to go, right? Mm-hmm. But I think the analogy of the whole thing is there should be, with attractiveness, there's already a hierarchy that exists. I think that should be across all particular kinds of professions. So with models, I think now they're letting in the lower tier individuals to where you're like, God. It's like you're letting, like, it doesn't make sense.
No, but I think I get both sides because you don't want to hurt people's feelings. Mm-hmm. People don't want to think they're ugly, right? I'm comfortable enough to be like, fuck it, I'm ugly, I get it. Mm-hmm. Sure. I don't think a lot of people want to get their feelings hurt. So I think it's an unspoken thing. Because this is my example, right? Being rich as a guy is the same thing as being pretty as a girl.
Right.
I think those are completely equivalent things. Mm-hmm. Because you're a guy, you go to an expensive place, it's all pretty women in there. There's no ugly women at expensive places. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't see as many. And,
There's some, but not as much. Yeah.
One time I was with my friend, and this dude's hilarious, and someone suggested, oh, we should go to this place. He's like, that place, they let the ugly bitches in there. That's what he said. Mm. And I was like, yo. But I was like, damn, he's kind of accurate. He's kind of true. Mm. I think there's a natural filtration process.
Right.
And nobody talks about it. It's a little bit taboo to talk about. But it's true. It's like you go on a yacht, the girls there are going to be pretty because those are the ones that get invited.
Yeah, there's levels.
The dudes there are going to be rich because those are the ones that either get invited or pay for the yacht. So it's like it naturally filters itself out.
Yeah, there's levels to it because there's no limit to, I don't want to say there's no limit, but in life you can achieve a lot of things if you put your mind to it, but there are certain things that you just can't.
But I don't think, and that's the thing, I don't think anybody's ugly.
Right.
I don't think anybody's ugly. If you work out, you go to the gym, you take care of your hygiene, you take care of yourself, you eat right, you diet right. Mm-hmm. Listen, there are some people that are ugly, which is unfortunate. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry.
You just dress it up differently.
Yeah. Changed quick.
Right. Yeah. You just dress it up differently.
No, but I want to say 75% of people can be pretty, given that they really take care of themselves. You know?
So I actually have a theory that most people are ugly.
Well, what?
Yeah, most people are ugly.
Speak for yourself, homie.
Most people are ugly, and that's why attractive people stand out.
Oh.
Because most people are ugly.
See, no, but here's the thing. Men are attractive based on what they have, though.
Right.
I know this for a fact because, and I think I've said it before, I was never hot, but then I got rich. If a dude posts a picture on a yacht, he's hot.
You look much more attractive to women than you do if
a woman, if they see a picture on a yacht versus you like standing, I don't know, in the park, they'd be like, oh, this guy's like a 5 or a 6, but you're on the yacht. He's like, oh, this guy's a 7 or an 8.
But do you ever see like a supermodel type of girl with this ugly dude, and you're like, oh, he definitely has money type of thing?
Facts.
Right.
Yeah. all the
Also,
time.
that's what I mean. It's like objectively in like beauty standards, that guy's ugly.
Right.
And like if you didn't see, he's ugly.
Right.
So like his status and his money, like once you get to know me, oh, this guy's.
But for the
that's
most
attractive.
part-
but I'm talking about like first glance.
Yeah, like just straight
No,
aesthetically.
but for the most
Most
part,
people-
whenever you see these guys, it's never like a young guy in shape. It's always like the only reason you say he has money is because he's usually like out of shape. Usually a bigger guy or out of shape guy. Usually a guy that's a little bit older or a lot older than the girl. And that's why you say, oh, he has money. But if it was a younger guy in shape and you see them together, you're not gonna be like, oh, he has money.
Well, no, I think, in today's day and age, I think still the same rule would apply. But I don't think most
Pete Davidson.
people are, but he
Pete
has,
Davidson's funny.
because he has this
Exactly,
status.
but he's ugly.
Yeah, but he is a weird looking fucker, man.
But he's,
interesting.
He's
human
funny and like
and he's from Staten Island.
Right, but physically, he's ugly.
Right.
fair.
He's like
That's what I mean.
Slender
Like
Man with
physically,
tattoos.
most people are ugly, and that's why a really attractive people stand out. Because you're like, oh, it's like taking a break from an eyesore. It's like, oh, fucking finally.
That's a good way to put it. Taking a break from an eyesore. I like that. I like that. Because collectively, I've always thought most people are average. And then the people who are above average,
I agree with that.
those are the, because I get
That's
because it now with the barometer of ugly, you would have to define. So the people who are incredibly hideous, they also fall into the ugly pool. So I guess if you put average, hideous, gorgeous, now you can kind of.
I think everyone falls in the middle, and then depending on what you do with your life,
Right.
if you go to the gym, you take care of your diet, you make some money,
Yeah.
that throws you either up or down, right? Because you're right in the middle. But the second
Yeah,
you
but
like,
that's just collective. I think if
Yeah.
it was just based off of just appearance, then, across the board, for one, women are the much more attractive gender. Now, granted, this is kind of anecdotal because we are attracted to women.
Yeah.
So, but still, I think collectively, if you were to look at dudes across the board, women across the board, you'd find much more attractive
but
women.
do you feel like
than
that's
would
skewed because
dudes.
women try to look pretty? Because I'm not gonna lie, as a man, I'm like, I don't give a fuck how I look. I'll go to dinner like this, dressed like LeBron James.
Yeah, I think it's biological probably because they with their appearance, their value is more tied.
Yeah, so like women are like,
it
I need to
versus
look
with
pretty, and they
guys.
take care of
But-
themselves more.
But even if it was like all women, let's just say all women woke up in the morning, just straight, fresh out of bed. Every dude woke up in the morning, fresh, straight out of bed, and you just lined everybody up. I think collectively there'd be more attractive women than there would be men. But with that being said, I think still most people would fall along the average, and then those who are above average, I think it just like in everything, there's a hierarchy across the board. I think those people are considered what you would say special, but it's just off of just appearance. It's nothing that you had to earn or work for. Just like with athleticism, there's just some people who are more athletic. Just like with truly, there's the geniuses of the world who's just born. You wake up in the morning, you're an infant. 12 plus 12 or 12 times 12 is 144. I know
just
this.
get it.
And you're 6 months. Nobody showed you anything. You can't even do it's crazy. But there are people who are just in that different bracket.
I think
the average.
So the reason I think I fight so much against this, because I agree with you, right? But I think what happens when people see that, it discourages them. Because they assume they have no control of their life. And I'm telling you, you can be an average person and have control of your life. You can be much better off than someone that's attractive.
No. I agree.
Because I know guys
I
that are
agree
born-
with that. I agree with that 110%.
So
I just think
I
at
want people to
the
be
base level.
Yeah.
I just think at the base level there are some people who are just better at certain things, but that shouldn't discourage somebody. Like for example, even going back to like the modeling, where although I say everybody shouldn't be, because aesthetically the job title is based off of appearance.
Yep.
If you have to do all of these external things in order to now, make yourself look better versus somebody who naturally does it, I think there should be like a cutoff period to be like, hey, if you can't do this naturally, get the hell up out of here. It's like with sports. If you're somebody who needs steroids in order to compete, you're not really that good of an athlete. So if you're somebody who needs all this other stuff to accentuate, what was the word I'm looking for?
Accentuate?
But something like that with your beauty. If you're somebody who has to deal with all of that stuff, then no, you shouldn't be there. But that shouldn't discourage people from at least attempting.
Well, it goes to, I think that's where it goes into individuality.
Right.
I think God gives everybody their God-given gift.
Yes.
So he created some people to be models. He created some people to be basketball players.
Yeah.
He created some people to be funny. He created some people to be good at business.
Right.
Because I think everything is almost like an innate skill. And I think life is a constant journey of figuring out where you fit and what your special zone of genius is. Because there's some people that could pick something up and they're like, boom, that's my shit. I know for a fact, music is a great example. I'm born, I know that is my thing. Music is my thing. I love to do it. It fits perfectly. And there's a Japanese thing it's called ikigai. And essentially it's what you're good at, what helps the world, it's what you're good at, what helps the world. There's a couple others, it's like 3 different things. But the concept of ikigai is essentially just that perfect thing that makes, what you enjoy, what you're good at, what helps the world. Right? So it's like those 3 things, and there might be another one, I don't know, but whatever you find that is those 3 things, you are perfect for that.